The housing crisis in Australia is out of hand, to be honest. A 2-bedroom apartment in suburban area is $600 to $650, and this is the cheap one. This is if you want to get a cheap one in a suburban area, a little bit 1 hour away from the city and the rural area. And this is insane. I think that finally the Australian gonna give up, because half of their wages is going to the rent. Some people are paying $750 to $800 a week for rent. Who pays that much? How can you afford to pay that much rent? And it's getting out of hand. And some landlords, they are using the tenants to pay their mortgages. Literally, the tenants paying all the mortgages. So the tenants himself is just paying the mortgage for the landowner, the property owner. And this is insane. A lot of people, Australians are giving up now, I'm gonna go be slave to the bank, be slave to the debt. Get a debt from the bank, buy your own apartment, and pay your $700 a week for mortgage is better. At least you're gonna own it in the end, instead of some guy you don't even know. Because this is the only way you can do it, Slave yourself to be debt slave for 20 to 30 years, depends how much you want to pay a week, in order for you to pay your mortgage. And because this is the only way we can do it. Otherwise, we just buying it for another person. So which is it? And a lot of people here in Australia, our minimum wage is $25, actually 24 something cents, but let's say it's $25. This is not enough. This is before tax. And you can calculate how much, if people are working like 40 hours a week, this is full time, by the way. Let's say $25 an hour. This is before tax, by the way. This is before tax. The minimum wage is $25. Let's say the average person gets $30 or $31 an hour before tax. Okay, that's gonna be like around $1,200 a week before tax. And of course, the government's gonna take 25% of that. Depends how much your threshold you get, and you're left with like a $1,100 a week, just after tax. And what the hell are you gonna do with that? Half of it is going to rent a really bad apartment. Okay, $300 are going for grocery. Then what are you left of? $300 every week? Every week you're left with only $300 disposable. I'm saying disposable cash because I'm not counting. You pay for your petrol. Okay, I'm not counting you pay for any leisures in your life. This is just you leave, go to work and come back, just slave. 1, 2, 3. This is what you leave for. Go grinding all day. You're not gonna have fun. You're not allowed to. You're not allowed because you cannot afford it. With $300, I'm not counting how much electricity you have to give. A lot of people, they $1,000 electricity every 3 months. And there is gas as well, and there is water. I haven't even counted that. But some people, they don't pay that. So let's just go with electricity. It's getting out of hand. There is nothing we can do about it. The average person, a working average person on a minimum wage alone will never survive in this country. This is not normal, okay? It's not normal that a person pays their mortgage through rent. Literally, a full mortgage, the tenant is paying the entire mortgage. This is not normal. I don't think this is normal, honestly. It is getting out of hand, and it's frustrating for so many people. Okay, it's like forcing everyone to go buy a property and have a debt to the bank. You just like be slave to the bank. We have to pay the bank this much money every month, and that will be like every week. 700, 1,000. Some people, this is what they do. If you're married, you and your wife, you're gonna be both working. You have to both work. You cannot. One of you can stay at home with the kids. That is insane. You cannot afford that. No one can afford that. You have to be working. And they wonder, the birth rate is It's declining. Of course it's gonna decline. People cannot afford to have babies. People cannot afford to do anything but just be work slaves. Salary people are just getting there and grind, and there's no money left for us to have fun. What do we do in this insane life? And the only people who probably can survive, you have to live with like strangers in your house, shared house, like 4 or 5 people in order for you to afford normal living, like a leisure. Oh my God, I finally gonna have extra 200 a week for myself to eat out or go out for leisure, drink a beer, have a coffee, and to just spend this money, just spend it for disposable cash. But tell me, guys, are you going through the same thing, or am I the only one in here? And no one is speaking. I feel like no one is speaking out about this. No one. And it's driving me crazy. Like, it's normal. Like, people are living in debt. Like, it's a normal thing to do. And I refuse to live like this. I refuse to accept this is the way of life. We have to change this. Rent must be affordable for everyone, at least the people who don't want to be in debt the rest of their life for 20 to 30 years to the bank. Okay, they at least the rent has to be way cheaper, like 5% to 25% of mortgage. Seriously, this is how it's supposed to be. It's not like because a mortgage is around like a 700, 800 a week. By the way, and 1,000. If you want to pay it, this is how much is it for like 20, 30 years the bank is giving you. So if someone's paying rent 700 or 600, 700, this is like only 300 left for you to add up to that, and there's it. This is a mortgage now. You can pay this. And if you increase your interest rate and all of that, you can say, oh yeah, I'm going to pay it in 30, 35 years. And you get that, but you have to be slave to the bank the rest of your life. And good luck in getting a nice car for yourself, So I have no idea what to do, honestly. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment below. Do you think the housing crisis is out of hand in Sydney? Can the government do anything about this? Thank you so much.